Welcome to my channel. Today's topic is about vision board and how can we create one so that we can achieve our goals. So what does it mean? What is a vision board? A vision board is a place where you are putting together your ideas that you have for your long-term vision for your life. I like to put my vision board as three portions. One is about health, the other one relationship, and the third one is about wealth. The three basic subgroup in our lives. And let's see if I can define each of these, and I will outline what are some of my goals, and I will also explain to you how you can create your own vision board by the end of the day. So stay with us. If you want to create a proper vision board, you have to keep in mind that the vision board is yours. That means that if you're talking about health here, you're talking about how your health is the most important part of your life and how you want to make it better. Now, each of us have a different health, and we all have in our mind what we would like our health to be. So if you take me, for example, in the last year or so, I went from 240 down to 210 pounds. I got better food and I'm more active. So these are the three aspects that I've focused on. Now, some of you say, well, maybe I need to stop smoking. Maybe some of you need to go outside more. Some of you may want to, I don't know, you may feel that maybe you are in the hospital sometimes, maybe you're going through treatments and you have a long-term vision to where this can lead you. So I cannot be in everybody else's shoes. However, I can give you some guidelines on how you can make it better. When you think of the vision for your health is how you see your best self, let's say in a time range of 12 to 16 months. Now, it is true that we can focus for 12 months, but we have to keep in mind that if our health has been not the best for a few years, it might take a few years to put it back where we want it to be. In any case, my goal was a 1-year goal, and I've been working towards being much more healthy, and you can do too. So when we think about health is, first of all, do we eat well? Do we eat the proper food? And do we have proper sleep? So these are all things that are important. So I have food here, but we also have to add sleep, and we need to add water, because if we can improve our sleep, eat good food, drink more water, that will help us be less stressed, and overall the rest of our body will feel better. Second portion will be about relationship. Now here, this is you with respect to the outside of yourself. Now when you think of relationship, we have different aspects here. There are relationships in our family and friends. We have relationships with respect to our community. And we also have in our business and work. Now, when I think about community, it could be a school community, could be I don't know, a social media community. It could be your religious community. There's a lot of aspect here. With respect to business, is how you network to make sure that you have you connect with the most people as possible. And often we use this part here as networking. Networking. So these are all important part of what you need to keep in mind. Now keep in mind that as you outline what is your vision for a relationship, you need to keep in mind that you want to have what's best for kids. If you have kids, what's best for your partners, families, and so on. for your community, who you associate with, and that is a big part of our lives and our work, line of work as well. And some of you will decide, well, I would like to meet new people because my vision is changing. Some of you may feel that some of your relationships have completed their existence. When I say that is maybe you have had friends for a few years, few months, and you say, well, it's been great for the time it was, but it's time for me to move on. I don't want you to feel that you need to leave relationships and then create uneasiness. I want you to understand that sometimes relationships complete their course and it opens the door for new relationships. Next one, with family, friends, here is also our significant other. Now we are in relationships. Sometimes we have a relationship for a long time, short times, going very well, there are hurdles. It's important to have a vision on where we want to see each other in a year, in a few months, in 10 years, 20 years, depending if you want to have a family, and that is important. The third one is a vision about wealth. The vision about wealth here is, how do you see your wealth as we think of a 1 year line, 5 years, or even beyond. With respect to wealth here, it's not just about money. It could also be about happiness. It could also be spiritual wealth. Wealth is what makes us happy. Some of us, money makes us happy. Others, it's spiritual awareness, and that's what wealth is. Some others is the friends we have. In any case, when you think of wealth, it's important to keep in mind that, okay, I know where I would like to be. I would like to have a new job. Here could be a new job, could be a new skill. It could be, I don't know, new connections. Because if for the last 5 years you had the same job, the same skill, and the same connections, the chances are that if nothing changes, in 5 years from now, it will be the same case. So I want you to think, where would I see myself in the future? With respect to relationship, in my case, my family are my 2 kids, and I want to do what's best for them. I want to improve the time we spend together, as well as the experiences we have around the world, and that's important. With respect to wealth, my goals are about feeling that I am not working for money. I have all the money that I need to do what is important to me. And this channel, as well as the work I do with my students, are very important. So we have a call to action for you. So give me a moment and I'll set it up for you. The call for action today is about vision board. How can you create your vision board? I would like you to, on a piece of paper, to organize your thoughts with respect to health, relationship, and wealth. I want you to have a minimum of 1 vision for the next year for each of these. Some of you may have 2, but I want you to focus on 1 at this time. So for your health, I want you to write down what is your main point for you here. Is it about being more active? Is it about how you eat, how you sleep? I want you to write them down. And if it happens you have 2, I want you to write them down with as specifically as possible. With respect to relationships, I would like you to outline maybe 1 aspect you'd like to focus on with respect to your personal relationship that you have with your significant other, or your kids. Could be about some relationships in your community or in the business world. Now, every relationships in your lives are different. Some of you may have more relationships than others. I want you to adapt it to your individual situations. And with respect to wealth, I'd like you to focus on one aspect of wealth you'd like to improve on. Either having more skills, having more money maybe, having more spiritual experiences. So here is improving on your wealth of experiences to be happier. Now, when you think of these, you had a chance to list them. I want you for each of the aspects you have. So for example, if you had one for each, you have 3 main vision you'd like to focus on. I'd like you to think of what we've discussed in the past about the smarter goals. Smarter goals where they need to be specific, they need to be measurable. That means I want you to put numbers, what you're going to do, how much time you're going to spend. I want you to, is it attainable? Is it realistic? These are things that are important. Here, with respect to time, put a timeline to what you are looking for. I want you to have the goal and see what can you do to make it engaging. And at the end, you need to review your goals, because if you don't review your vision board daily, it will be harder for you to keep those ideas at the forefront of your life. So I would like you to outline these, and I want you to look at your vision board every day. So where would you put these? You'll be putting those either on a cork board like this. Some of you are graphic designers. Some of you may just put it on a piece of paper like this. It's up to you. The idea is you want to make it easily observable so that you know what is happening here. And let's see if I can show you part of my vision board. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's fair. So this is what I have more or less at this point. I have my health. I'm aiming for specific weight and maintaining the way I've been taking care of my body. With my family, some aspects of life, I'd like to be able to go to Yukon or the Nunavut, but this is a 5-year plan. In the meantime, I know there's more that I can do. At this point, here I have some word. In my family, I need to think of faith. Travel is important, the time to spend with friends and my kids. I want about family, love, and I want it to be sustainable. So just not doing something for one day, but for a longer time. And I want to make sure that I keep in mind the present, because if I focus on the present, I'll be able to learn from past experiences so I can focus on the future, but always keeping the present in time. With respect to entrepreneurship, that is part of this channel. It's important for me. I have Alpha Mindset here. I had 10 subs on July 3rd, and I'm aiming to have 100 subs for August 20th. Now, this goal will not be achievable because at this point I have 20 subscribers, but I doubled the number of subscribers since that time. I'm quite happy with it. The idea here was a 10x. Here I had 2 times increase. I'm still happy with that. I also have a website for my YouTube channel for my students, and I had 94 subscribers on July 25th, and my goal is to get 200 subscribers by October 31st. And this one is coming well. As of today, on August 19th, I have about 130 subscribers, so I'm happy with this. I'm also looking at the knowledge business blueprint that I've been working on. This for ClickFunnels. I try to learn from it, and it's way above my head, so I need to learn more skills about this one, and I need to find ways to improve the value I give to my surroundings. Is it the best vision board? No. Is it my vision board at this time? Yes, and that is the most important part. So I wish you a very good day. I want you to have a vision board by the end of today And don't forget, you don't have to make it all fancy. The idea is to put the ideas on paper. I use magazines for these. If you do it right away, you may improve it next month. But I want you to have one by the end of today. You can do it. I believe in you. So take care.